How's it going, folks? It's Lobo, and thank you so much for joining me today for another episode of Daredevil. Now, it has been slightly over a year since my last episode. As to why that's been, I've talked about this a bit in my previous videos, and I just want to reiterate that I'm getting back to these weekly uploads, so the day that you see this on, I might flex it a little bit, but it's usually going to be a Thursday or a Friday in the week that Daredevil reactions drop. And then before those, resuming the Peacemaker reactions, and then on Fridays is going to be the movie reactions that I plan on doing, which of course, as I've mentioned a lot of times, because I've been wanting to do this for a very long time, but we're finally going to do so. We're going to alternate between a movie that I pick, and then the following week is going to be an X-Men movie reaction until I'm completely done with that series, all the way till Deadpool and Wolverine. Before we start the reaction, I just want to say that this footage that you're about to see for this particular episode, this was actually recorded over a year ago when I was trying to follow the weekly releases that I was doing at that time. So the pure reaction is me from a year ago, but we're going to resume with me from now in the post-reaction discussion afterwards. I've just saved this footage until I was going to release again, so now is the time. Future reactions are just going to be me now after I rewatch the last few episodes and get caught up once more. So anyway, guys, here's the episode 7 reaction, and present day me will see you again at the end of this video.
Hero. That's what we should be calling him. Doing the things the cops won't do.
So he's already locked up.
Your Honor, New York hasn't seen a trial this divisive and this public in years. Finding an impartial jury is not easy.
Is the prosecution satisfied with its jury panel?
I'm sure they are. Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor, we are.
Thank Christ.
I said Matt needs to do something inside the costume to get dirt on Reyes. They have nothing to work with right now. It's a cool shot. The flag in the background. I'm gonna put that as my thumbnail pic. Look for it.
We need to buy a not guilty verdict. A high school debate team could prove that Castle did it. We need an affirmative defense. I'm no doctor, but I'd say he's at least driven past crazy town.
Insanity only has a 0.12% acquittal rate in New York. Reyes is just gonna call in some expert shrink witness to blow our case apart.
What case? We gotta prove in a court of law that the government willfully hid evidence of the Punisher ambush.
I can open with PTSD as a mitigating factor. Focus on Castle's time at war.
PTSD can be triggered by new stressors.
Like losing your family.
But we need to be sure Castle will get on board with this.
I'll try.
Good luck with that. No paper clips, huh?
We think it would help to bring forth someone from your past. Speak to the nature of your service.
What's that got to do with anything?
Can speak to what you've been through.
PTSD, huh? Don't do that. It's an insult.
Lots of veterans experience
I'm
it.
not talking about me, I'm talking about them. It's an insult to them, people who are actually going through it. Label me just another case of some crazy-ass combat vet who lost his mind, huh? Maybe that'll appeal to some shitbag jury in some shitbag court. No, ma'am, I believe that you told me that you were gonna find me answers. That's what you said to me. Do you have anything for me or not?
Not that easy. You don't cooperate with us? It doesn't matter if I help you figure out who killed your family. You will never see justice.
Colonel Ray Schoonover, my OCO. Let's forget the PTSD defense, but if you want a character witness the Colonel, he will do. I've already looked at all of those, man. I've done it 100 times.
Sure. But you haven't done it with me.
No, don't don't change scenes. I want to know. What was that guy's name? The dude that killed the other guy with the bowling ball. He had a great defense. Matt had some great words for the jury that time, so I want to see his beautiful speech.
Make sure I can't do this right now.
The guy who encoded that ledger of ours? Some pervy NYU professor.
I think we can poke some holes in these.
That's great, yeah. Just give me a minute.
Close that door again.
Most important case we've ever handled starts in the morning. I can't go with you. My life doesn't stop every time you call.
This may be our one chance to translate this ledger before...
Just hang up.
You're infuriating.
Tell me in person. 2 hours, Barclay Church.
Come on, man.
Hey, honey, I'm home.
No. I assume this is a penthouse. How did they even sneak in here?
What the hell do you want from me?
You were hired by the Yakuza.
I don't know what you're talking about. They will kill me if I tell you anything.
And if you don't, we'll make you beg for killing.
Please! Please, I'll pay you. I'll do anything.
Once more. It's gonna break.
I'll do it. I'll help you.
I think she needs a better disguise. It's like Catwoman's mask in the Batman. It just covered nothing.
Put the characters through the matrix. You can decode it all.
Poor Foggy, left alone to do this. Every episode I'm saying this, Matt should be here.
Did you talk to Castle?
Yeah. He won't endorse PTSD, so. In the medical examiner's report from his family's murder, it's filled out by a,
Dr. Gregory Tepper.
Yeah.
He's the chief medical examiner.
His report says that Lisa, Frank Jr., and Maria Castle each were killed by a single gunshot, but Frank says there were multiple wounds. Try to be Frank Castle. To be solely fueled by a single cluster of seconds. And every time you close your eyes, you relive that moment. And every time you open them, you find only the briefest piece before you realize that that nightmare is real. We're not talking about something that happened to Frank Castle. We're talking about something that is happening to him.
Let's say the ME's report was doctored. It's still tangential and so far inadmissible. Unless we can get this ME to corroborate Frank's story on the stand.
Can you do that?
No, but Matt can.
If it works, maybe we expose Reyes and we get the mistrial you've been praying for. Our case hinges on getting a dirty medical examiner to crack on the stand.
Guess I'll call Matt.
Yes, please do.
Oh, I'll do it.
Yeah.
No, last time these guys brought something into town, it was a cargo ship transporting a kid.
The Black Sky. It's gonna happen, y'all. I've been saying this for weeks. Sand? Something inside it? Flint Marco, perhaps?
Is this a decoy?
Yes. You guys landed right in front of them. How did he jump like that? Damn. All right, chill, Matt. Well, that is a lot of them.
What the hell took you so long?
Don't get any ideas. I'm getting bad feelings about this.
We make a good team, Matthew.
I'm really getting bad feeling about this.
Where you got your scars?
Lucky me, I wear suits to work, so.
What do you tell the women you bring home?
Oh, they're enjoying themselves too much. They don't ask. The Yakuza. Where did you go, Electra? The last time we were together.
As far from you as I could. Mostly I filmed that I was alone.
Then why didn't you come back?
Because you deserve better.
Wow. I don't think she'd say something like that. She's not wrong. Terrible influence for him. Trying to stick up for Karen, but I said this last time. They do have amazing chemistry, and I kind of buy into what they say, that, you know, we're made for each other. We belong together. The writing really leads you to believe that. And also just their performances too. Are you gonna work on that opening statement now? He has to be there in what, a few... Foggy said like a few hours because they were working late at night.
Hey, I'm really late.
Of course. He's probably stressing so hard. And he's late, like... What the hell?
You said he'd be late. This is ridiculous.
I agree, Foggy. I agree.
All rise. Court is now in session.
He's not even here yet. How are they gonna get the ME to... They made no progress on that front. A terrible trial.
God damn. Matt was supposed to deliver opening, not me.
The people ready to begin opening statements?
More than ready, Your Honor.
Come on.
Frank Castle brutally tortured and murdered 30 people, acted as judge, jury, and most violent executioner. You will hear that the defendant's victims were criminals. This isn't the Wild West. Justice is served here, in a court of law. He's a serial killer, and he is guilty.
You're up, Foggy. Let's... Come on, let's see that magic.
He's good.
So are you.
You are good.
The defense is ready to proceed.
I believe in Foggy Nelson.
Sorry. Mr. Castle is as much a victim...
Fuck. This is not going good. Take a breath.
Okay.
Tell the truth. And it'll come naturally.
The only thing that you know for sure is that you're surrounded by an enemy that wants you dead. You endure it. Why? Because you have orders. And also because your life doesn't end here. You have people you love waiting at home. The man before you is a good husband and an excellent father. But his wife, young son, and daughter were brutally murdered by criminals. Not the police, and certainly not the district attorney, stepped up to make it right. See, Frank Castle never came home. He just traded in one war zone for another. This trial isn't about vigilantes.
Look, I made a mistake, Karen. I feel terrible about it, but Foggy, I called some of your opening statement. You did great.
It was amazing.
Hey, thanks for keeping us afloat, buddy.
I'd be so pissed at Matt.
Who's on the prosecution's witness list for tomorrow?
I've got it here.
No, really, how do they do this? They're fucked.
Showed Frank a copy of his family's autopsy report. He claims they're faked, and Tepper's name is all over them.
Talk to him, Matt.
Like you took the lead this morning?
You've made your point, all right? Let me try at least. Let me get a crack at this guy.
Even if.
In the suit, please.
And he's had plenty of time to bulletproof his story. We only have 12 hours to tear it down. But I'm going back to the office, because I have the rest of the trial to prep for.
Let him have it, Foggy.
You let him down,
I know.
Matt.
Hey, I know, but I'm gonna make it up to him. And I'm gonna make it up to you.
Dude, turn your phone off. So you can't even be tempted by Electra's calls.
All right, but it'll be boring and tedious.
Imagine if she shows up here.
You believe in what he does? Devil of hell's kitchen. But what about when the law fails? Like it did with me, like it did with Frank. You know, what are we supposed to turn to? What should we believe will protect us then?
What do you want me to say?
Why is it panning to that door? Wasn't that a weird camera pan? Why did they do that?
I mean, he deserves a fair trial, but he's murdered people.
Yeah, right. Bad people. I mean, like the ones who killed his family are the ones who came after me.
But it's not Frank's decision who lives or dies. That's up to God.
I can understand why why anyone would seek vengeance.
Vengeance is not justice. What he's doing is completely wrong.
But right or wrong, you can't deny that it works.
You really believe that?
I don't know.
It's like the conversation on the rooftop. Two different philosophies.
You know, maybe this is a good time to call it a night.
And Matt's very proud in his ways. Never crossing that line. Or sympathizing with those that do. Why does he keep panning over there? Is she standing up there? Yeah.
I wasn't his name.
All right, she is important to me.
Right.
She's jealous.
The Midtown Tunnel Project and some big built site at 44.
Karen comes in like, I forgot my purse.
Electra, I got court in the morning. I got a case to prepare. I got it.
Tomorrow night, then.
All 15 victims died of wounds inflicted by
The same caliber bullet.
Thank you.
That dude is stressing. You could tell he's nervous. Look how nervous he is. How do you exploit that, though?
How long have you been medical examiner for the city of New York? And how many death certificates would you estimate you've signed in that time?
I don't,
Mr. Murdoch.
I have something I need to say. I have to, on the record.
Everyone in the gallery, please make your way out of the courtroom.
What? No, you need them to hear this.
It's true. I altered the autopsy report.
You're referring to the official findings on the murders of Frank Castle's family.
Two men I'd never seen before. They warned me if I didn't fix the case reports, they'd come after my family next.
You falsified the autopsy findings on the Castle family.
One more.
Who?
I don't know. Some John Doe, killed the same day, male.
Did something happen last night to impact your testimony?
She was in my house. She tied me up. She said she didn't give a damn who got to me before.
She was listening. Okay, Elektra. Okay, Elektra.
If my office finds out that your firm had anything to do with this,
Our firm, defense asked for a mistrial.
Not on your life, Mr. Nelson. I'm still not convinced these documents, whatever they may be, are even relevant to striking the doctor's entire testimony and instructing the jurors to disregard anything they may have heard.
Your Honor, I strongly urge you to
Is she on the DA's side?
The woman who threatened Tepper. It was Elektra.
So he knows about her.
Elektra? Yeah, she's back in town. Your ex-girlfriend? Yes. So the Yakuza didn't go away, all right? They're still here in Hell's Kitchen. Elektra is trying to help me stop them. She was going up against them by herself, and she
Your
comes to me.
ex-girlfriend?
Yeah, I'm trying to protect the city. She's,
Also the client.
my new client.
Yep.
You lied again.
Yeah.
I lied, but look, Elektra came to me. I'm trying to help
You wanted to take this trial. You missed strategy sessions, witness prep, opening statements. The one witness that could have helped us do what I wanted to do, which is take down
She
Reyes.
must have overheard me talking to Karen.
I would never. I don't care. I'm furious with her. I don't care, Matt. Nobody makes you lie to your friends over and over again. Elektra is not the problem, Matt.
You are. It's almost dark. I'm sure there's some place you gotta
You're not
be.
walking.
No,
Don't
because you know
walk
what?
away from me,
If the
Father.
last few days were any indication, you sure as hell haven't been here.
Going forward, I will count on you for nothing at all. Tell your girlfriend to stay away from my trial.
No, she's not. Elektra's not my girlfriend.
Then you should be the one to tell Karen about her.
I 100% stand behind Foggy.
I heard yelling.
Yeah, you should talk to Matt about it.
Foggy,
Oh, he's pissed. He just broke something.
what the hell happened in there?
We're fine. I'm sorry you're caught in the middle of this, but right now I have to go. I'll see you tomorrow, Karen.
Maybe.
His life is falling apart. And of course, he's gonna show up to help her. I mean, to be honest, I thought she would fight a lot better. She usually just does one guy at a time.
I never asked you to coerce a witness.
You had a problem, so I stepped in.
No, it doesn't help.
You don't get what you want by day. You take it by force at night.
What I do is none of your business.
You want to fight me? Or you want to fight the guys who are tearing your city apart?
I don't think I've ever seen him from behind. He kind of looks weird. Because you can't see the horns, so it just looks like a biker getup. His silhouette is much better from the front. He's probably so pissed. And Foggy was right. Immediately back at it.
There's nothing in here.
The Yakuza were guarding something.
It looks like big tires. There's like a giant vehicle behind you. Or that might just be like a lift for construction. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Underneath. Subway line. Or giant pit.
Wow. What a hole.
Mining shaft.
Give me a flashlight.
Are you gonna drop it?
Did it hit the bottom?
No.
They're trying to harvest the power of the Earth's core. And it just ends like that. Okay. Okay, so that was episode 7, and I talked a bit about this before the reaction began. If you kind of skipped over that part, that's fine. I just want to say that this is me from the present day. The footage that you saw was from over a year ago that I just saved on my computer until I was ready to release. So I'm just going to give you my present day thoughts on this episode after editing it, because I will admit it has actually been a little bit since I've seen this episode. It's only been a month or two, because I planned on coming back to doing reaction videos much sooner, but then, you know, things happen. So the gap has increased to a month or 2 months. So I'm not too far off. And just for reference, I rewatched the whole series up until the point that I stopped watching them. And I feel like every time I talk about an episode, I'm always getting the same sort of point around, and it's always centered around Elektra, because I've probably mentioned this a bajillion times that she's just not what I imagined. It's not that I'm disliking the character, but I feel like she's kind of a nuisance in all honesty. I mean, if this whole Yakuza thing with the hole and where that goes and why they're digging just a random hole, if that pays off, then okay, she was right. Matt needed to go with her and he needed to do this. But really for the story and sort of like these characters interacting with each other, especially in the court case, trying to handle it with Foggy, Matt has been absent, a terrible friend, and it all boils down to his ex-girlfriend. And I love when Foggy kind of let him have it in the bathroom. And I told you there, I 100% support him. I know it's hard because it's really getting to this idea of the superhero struggles living dual lives. We've seen that a lot with Peter Parker especially, but now you're really seeing it with Matt here. We've had a bit about this in season 1, but never to this degree. And I love those moments. I really loved watching that interaction between them. The real breaking point for Foggy, calling Matt out on his shit, and he needs to get settled and he needs to know what's important. He's the one who took the case in the first place, so he's leaving Foggy screwed by reputation and just by himself. That scene was so difficult to watch, where he was supposed to do an opening statement and it just leaves Foggy to do so. He recouped whatever sort of dignity and respect that he could. I mean, it was kind of like a shaky delivery at first, but he kind of nailed it. And then, of course, at the end, when he was really starting to get his footing, Matt has to show up late, and then it just kind of breaks the flow. But, and speaking of the case, I truly have no idea how this is going to resolve. For one thing, we know that the Punisher, Frank Castle, is going to be out and about in the future, whether that's, you know, Daredevil Born Again or now Spider-Man 4, supposedly. I actually haven't seen the trailer for that yet. Kind of crazy, right? No, but I'm just wondering, like, the loopholes, and if it was like, oh no, he obviously got sent to prison, but then he escaped, and then the cops are like, just leave him out on the street. Like, how do we get to that point? And how do we get out of this to where it's an acceptable deal or whatever? Their office doesn't get buried, and we expose the DA in the same magnificent move of 3 birds with 1 stone. How do we get there? I'm not quite sure. And speaking of the DA, I'm just still like, what's the deal with that? Because now we have the ME saying that, yes, he sort of tampered with the medical reports, but there was also another individual, a male. Who's that? And how does just like a local DA have her hands in what looks like military special ops kind of stuff? And why was his family killed? There's so many interesting questions that I'm like, I hope there's a really good payoff. Ultimately, all I want to see is Reyes go down in some sort of... I mean, that would be a small enough victory for Frank. That's all he wants, to expose that witch, as he said. So, small steps, we'll get there at some point, and just hopefully he does know the truth. So, there's a bit of closure in his life. But all I can say for the future episodes is that I hope we have a bit more cooperation between Matt and Foggy. There's, 6 more episodes left of this season. We still haven't had a single appearance of Fisk yet, which I'm surprised by. Not even like not a cameo, but just a scene of maybe him watching TV in prison, or anything alluding to Fisk still being like playing behind the scenes with his massive scheme to get out or whatnot. I'm just surprised we haven't seen any of them. Maybe they're saving that naturally for like the season finale. So 6 episodes is pretty sizable. How are they going to stretch this plot over the next several episodes? Also, what the hell's up with the black sky? I mentioned that like a long time ago, that whole deal with Nobu, and then there was some relation to Stick, and then he talked with the dude with all the scars on his back. His back was enormous, for one, and he had the deep-ass voice, and he's like, well, he'd be ready when the door is open. Like, what the fuck was that? So just wrapping this up, next week I'm going to be dropping another episode of Daredevil, and we're just going to keep going until we're done with this season. Then I'll talk a bit about whether or not I'm going into season 3, doing the Defenders, the Punisher season 1, however that works. When we get there, Peacemaker reactions before this, and then a movie reaction afterwards. I don't know if the movie reaction is going to be this week, possibly, but it might be next week. But either way, again, these are going to be dropping weekly. I'm getting back to my weekly release, especially with edits as well. Those are going to be like sprinkled in between. Maybe I'll do some regular just like discussions of me talking about upcoming games or movies, especially the Batman Part 2, because production on that is ramping up in less than a month. Hopefully. And for when I do watch next week's episode, I'm going to rewatch the last like 3 or 4 episodes, because as I mentioned, I rewatched the entire series of every episode I've already watched up until this point a couple months ago. So I'm still relatively fresh, but the last few episodes I'll recap myself on, just so I'm like going into next episode like more prepared and more, especially my post-reaction discussion. So until then, have a great rest of your day, rest well, and until the next.